is Kaila Kuhn. I'm from Boyne City, Michigan, and I compete in freestyle aerial skiing. We go into a 3 meter tall ice wall coming in at about 65 kilometers per hour, and we launch ourselves about 60 feet in the air, doing flips and twists and try to land on our feet. I actually was also on skis when I was 18 months old. So I kind of had the ski background and I had the gymnastics background, and actually a current national team athlete, Winter Vinecki, who also grew up in Michigan. We met and she was like, "Hey, you'd be perfect for this sport." And so when I was 12, I was like, "Sure, why not? Let's go try it." And so I started flipping on skis when I was 12, and I actually moved away from home to pursue it when I was 13. My parents knew that this was a really big opportunity, and so they actually left that decision completely up to me. And they have never been apprehensive about anything. They have always been in my corner. And for me, being 13, I didn't want to move away from my best friends. I didn't want to miss high school and prom and football games. But I quickly realized that not a lot of people my age really got that opportunity. And so I was like, let's go try this. And obviously, I stuck with it. I was on the younger end of the last Olympic cycle. I went to the 2022 Olympics when I was just 18. And I went into that event just being like, hey, I made the Olympic team. I'm gonna have some fun with this. This is a really special opportunity. It's a privilege to, represent Team USA and wear this Olympic emblem. So I went out there and I really just enjoyed it. I wasn't overly stressed about anything. I went into that event knowing that maybe with my degree of difficulty, I wasn't necessarily a medal contender, and I was really just there to do my absolute best. And I competed well there with what I had. Coming into this next Olympics, I have that experience under my belt. I know what to expect at the Olympics and what that stage feels like. And over the last 4 years, I've improved a lot as an athlete. And so coming into this next Olympics, there's a little bit more stress because I'm expecting a lot more of myself. But at the end of the day, I just know that it's a privilege to be competing on this stage and that it's my job to go have fun with it. And I'm really happy to have experience of the last Olympics. I think it gives me a huge advantage moving into this one. And yeah, I'm just excited to see where it takes me this year. I have spent the last 4 years curating a trick package that will give me an opportunity to be successful at this Olympic Games. And it has not been easy. And I've, competed new tricks, and I've learned triple backflips, and I've gotten over a lot of roadblocks mentally. And coming into this Olympics, if I go out and I do my best jumps and I'm landing these new tricks that I'm working on, and I go out there and I perform to the best of my ability, I will be proud of myself and I will walk away satisfied. If that gets me an Olympic medal, amazing. And if it doesn't, that's okay too. I'm really just going out to do my job and to do it to the best of my ability, and wherever that lands me, I'll be happy with it. As a woman in the sport, we don't have to do triples. That's for a long time primarily been the men's jump. And as a woman, you kind of have a decision to make. Do you want to stay and do doubles, which a lot of women choose to do, and you can still be successful doing that, or you can kind of push it a little bit and you can try to do some triples. And my coach and I decided that, I had potential to do triples well. So over this last 4 years, I have trained a ton of triples. I've done a lot on snow. But it is a very high risk, very high reward decision, and it does not pay off right away. So moving up to triples a couple years ago, I had a really rough couple seasons competing them. I wasn't getting results and I was crashing a lot, and I was mentally just really struggling with the fear that came with competing triples. But I stuck with it, and I saw it start to pay off at the end of last season with my World Championships win. And I have worked with a lot of sports psychologists to try to harness, the mental part of it and, the fear side of things. And yeah, it's starting to pay off. I'm seeing a lot of improvements in my mental game and in my physical game jumping. So it has really started to pay off, and it was not an easy journey, but I'm really happy I made that decision. For me, it was really training my brain as much as I'm training my body. And that includes sports psychologists, hypnotherapy, meditation, journaling, visualization, whatever that may be. There's a lot of tools that have helped me over the last couple years. But when I first started triples, fear consumed me. It actually drove me crazy. And I didn't know if I could continue doing it the way that I was because I was so afraid all the time. And for me, I had to keep doing it. It was like exposure therapy in a way. So I would keep jumping, and every time I would be a little bit less afraid. And while also bringing in some of these resources to help me harness that fear and be able to perform well through it, and acknowledge that having fear is okay, and no matter what, I know that it is inevitable that I am going to turn my skis. And that's almost like a comfort thing because I will never let fear be the reason why I don't continue the sport. And I know that personally. And so if I'm like, hey, it's okay that I'm afraid, I'm going to go do it anyway. And that has been kind of my mantra a little bit, that no matter what, I'm going to go do it. And if I work myself up about it, I'm just going to make my life harder. Coming into the Olympics, I have managed that fear really well, and I'm not as scared for my life anymore as I used to be. And I'm really just going out there, and I have nerves to perform well, but I know that my muscle memory knows what to do. I know that my training will kick in. I've done these tricks hundreds of times, and I just need to go out there and do what I know how to do. One of the biggest things that I want to bring to light moving into this Olympics is just to acknowledge the mental health of all of the athletes that are competing there. And we go into this experience putting a lot of pressure on ourselves, feeling like the weight of the world is on our shoulders. And we expect and want to perform well just as much as the world does. And we want to put on a show, but we're also people, and we want to be treated like people, and we're working hard and we're doing our best. And just to keep the athletes' health and mental health in mind when you're commenting on performances. I just want people to know that they can go out and they can do big amazing things just like the Olympians do that you see on TV. We're all normal people too that just go out and we work hard every day, and we have a dream and we believe that we can do it, and everybody else out there can do that too, and you can believe in yourself. And I'm sure that you have a support system that will help you get there just like I do. And it's just, you got to go out, you got to work hard, and you got to believe you can do it.